The magic of Cadian, for example. Shot, wow. Shot down mid.
The entry. Tesses is that front runner. Hobbit locked in, still Shiro. He's gonna be sneaky. Comes out from the smoke and takes one with him. Tessis with the 2 kills. Back to the 3v3. Ooh, damage through the smoke, and he didn't see him on the coffins. Wow. Didn't expect that one. We've got Heroic fighting their way into the same angle. Bit of damage, Cadian. Down, still standing where he was. And he too gets killed. So the reloads are fresh. 2 kills to take. They've got yet another.
They could get him.
Times the big one, and Cadian, as he does, stays alive to clutch. And Heroic, that is to a T.
Look at this. Haven't moved a muscle the whole time.
Very well stacked up. Sees the barrel. Oh, wow. Almost lining up 2 bodies in that position. This Shush, 8 HP, can't find the plant spot, and he gets executed. Maybe, just a moment of desperation that maybe that happens, but no sir, Heroic, they get messed up by those incendiaries.
They're light on info here.
Saw him though, and that's gonna activate Inters. He peeks, Shiro, good for 1, and here comes Axile, lining up a couple bodies, and even finding himself a 3rd. Excellent hold here in the cross mid. At a faster pace on A. They're gonna go ahead and challenge Archside. What is this? Missed smoke, land in the bookshelf. I love this from Heroic. They just pull that E-brake. They hold position, and look who gets antsy. Hobbit goes for a bit of a peek. He hits the dink, but loses his life and loses Gambit's man advantage. And they still don't move. Shiro's gonna come in on that very same angle. And even if he sees the guy in the back, which he does, it doesn't matter. Down, hot headshot. What do we have at the B site? It's Nafany inside of the fountain. And as these 3 Ts wrap CT, Nafany begins to lay down lead. 2 kills for him. The op trades from Cadian, and Inters gets him with his back turn. Refresh in for the clutch, but so little time. I mean, this just cannot happen.
Can't touch the bomb plant zone, round over. And now he has to worry about being hunted after time, but he'll fight his way out early. Axile could have held off for a second. Out this time.
Here they come. Molly down on the pit. Decent damage, but it's a 1 and done from both of the initial defenders. Inter's not able to spam through smoke fast enough, and look at this deep commitment from Heroic. They get a player into construction. Refresh. Wasting time, checking corners that aren't occupied at all. And then finally Refresh decides to make his move, cutting off that tail caboose. The 2 other CTs move forward, smoking off this exit. No time for the defuse, no chance. But damage still substantial. Everybody dies.
It's Dunkirk.
Inter's disrespect, down to the bottom of mid, flash off Banana, only able to find himself the first one. Tesses in the meantime looking to maybe punish off of this, trying to get a bit of real estate of his own. Wow, he will catch the short player. Shiro clothesline. It's all on Axile. He's got now he's got hands on it. Axile just in the nick of time. 2 kills. Hobbit could challenge, but instead he sits in sight, getting all the closer to Moto. Shush, blindsided by it. Sidearm. Smoke grenade front sight will fade, and the op of Shiro primed for the peak. He goes out and takes down Cadian. Still 3 terrorists ahead of that offer, and they cross over. Shiro cutting another one out of the equation. Tesses close smoke, and here comes Hobbit. He's got a single kill already. Now we find Heroic filling the feed with something. Any kind of a response would be good, but they have 5 seconds to spare to get Hobbit out of this position. Refresh is going to run right into Nafany. Little did he realize a trap had been set on Banana. Oof. Here comes the commit. We got smokes and mollies all over Nafany. He is lost in the orange boxes. Tesses takes him down. Spam around the coffin from Hobbit. And that's the response they need, at the very least. But another smoke on CT side, that cancels out Shiro. And look at this, Cadian, deep on tree. Finds Inters with his hands busy. This could call Hobbit back to check it, but obviously that's being watched by Cadian, who's in a hell of a pressure cooker right now, not sure where to look. So to no one's surprise, he goes down. A 3-round lead and a 3v3, but Shush takes the edge, and he can't double up on that one. Axile burning what's left of him. It's the time that becomes the issue. Heroic looking to lock down this bomb, but another kill off of Gambit, and a lineup from Stown. That's how Heroic... It's worse, they're deeper in. They've punctured through the flesh, and Inters, good for just the 1. Off from Shiro, drops backside. Axile finished.
Oh.
He's just gonna burn to a crisp, but takes Shush with him. He's gotten out, so it seemed. But Cadian in.
The flank's coming through.
Does he catch wind of this?
This
Hobbit's
becomes
crouch.
impossible, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, oh man, Hobbit almost got up, crossing in a boiler, just a matter of time.
But Nafany, well, he's got support. And Cadian, wow, finds that fadeaway headshot. Through smoke, as he was being peppered himself. That's one frag the way of Heroic. Decent grenade damage. Nafany, the next victim of a similar situation. But all this has allowed for Axile to get himself behind enemy lines. And I mean, he is deep. He's going to see at least two. Axile, backstab, MP9's out. Headshot connects into Stown. TSS is low, and he somehow manages to get away. It's not all that he wanted, but it could have been way worse. They sprint quickly into the A site. They find it for free, so it seems. Enters off of Arch. There's nobody inside site nor pit to hold this back. But Gambit could still be primed for this retake. Of the site, time is of the essence. They need to clear these corners. They need to get their kills, and they do find that first one, but it's the double up in pit that gets them what they need. A round win from Heroic. A huge flank from Inter, sure enough. But that formed an express lane to A.
So slow.
And hesitance. 15 seconds left. The op shot hits. Shush low, TSS dead. Refresh in with one. It's desperate. It's chaotic. And who's going to come out on top? Well, so far, that's Gambit. But Cadian, in sight, dead to rights, as Shiro takes that.
Worked out for them the majority of the times, and we saw cracks at the end where Heroic found ways in. Cadian does here on the pistol. But it still leaves us at a 9-6 half in favor of them.
Strong CT sides last time these teams met. Nice flash. Oh, but
Hes's peaks.
Yeah, goes out for it, and Inter's doubling up towards this B site. All three kills the way of Gambit, and double digits on the line.
Oh, they should have gone for the gimmick, I feel like, and they put all that effort into the bait setup, and then TSS just swung. They had the flash tactic come out a bit early. And Shiro here, he gets deep. Oh my god, what on earth?
That's because you used the butterfly knife. Can't resist it, can you?
You've got to pull it out a few times every game just to keep the lease going.
Nafany looking to seal the deal here, but Shush not going down without a fight. Regardless of his best efforts, it is Gambit with double digits, 10-6. Some map control, and TSS tucks in. Oh, Nafany reads him a bedtime story. Great grenade damage going both directions. Oh man, talk about refresh. He just gives cover, and Shush 2 kills off Balk. A rock-solid A-hold until Axile comes out.
Do they? Okay, it's 2v3, but
Flash?
The flash, he gets him to turn. It's the right tactic. It flashes the bottom guy, gets the top guy to turn, and too slow. They'll start to run. They're close enough to hear the footsteps. Opponent turns the corner. Axile drops the bomb. They'll grab it.
Comes back.
Spike can come in.
No way.
2K spray down. Will he take the duel?
5 seconds.
10 seconds, and he needs to find the plant. He'll have enough to score it, and to get into a pretty good position as well.
But barely. Just barely. Bomb plant and hot on his heels. He goes! He pre-fires as he slides out. An electric player very close. Shots exchanged, and Inters comes out on top. That's a CT down for the count. 2 of them left here on this A site with a 3rd in tow. An Arch rotate. Now close. Banana in question. Nice shot from Shush. He puts a smoke down in front. That extinguishes 2 mollies.
Wow.
So he hangs on to his position, but Hobbit has opened up that B bomb site. Stown gets time, jumps through that.
Interesting. I think you might have heard.
Bomb now planted. Hobbit his the op shot.
Yeah, his team was close enough. I respect the play from TSS. They need to get some kind of map. It has a smoke, or a second molly, and it has a smoke to extinguish both. They now have a contingency plan if with Hobbit opening up on the other side of the map.
As absolute vertigo specialists. Ooh, Cadian. Ooh, wow, dangerous game. They put that incendiary right out, but a nasty angle off of Axile in apps. Here comes more fire. Shush yet again gonna extinguish this. He's not alone inside of Pit, but TessS dead, throwing more grenades and caught inside of a smoke. They've got presence on that bomb site. Bomb carrier included. He just prioritizes plant, puts it down. They've got these CTs now locked in these positions.
They just have to contain them. There's a CT holding back, and they've got lane control with a player in halls. They can't even get out of Pit.
Their stomping grounds turned into their cages. Stown completely cut off from his teammates, and that peek from Nap, and he steals this. I'm talking a 10-round lead.